right, you guys. Welcome back to our podcast. This is the Guide to a Black Female. My name is Shaquilla Danielle.
I'm Denisha Sierra.
And I'm Phaedra Elise.
And today we are going to be discussing Dr. Umar's remarks from his interview at the Breakfast Club. What did you guys think about the video?
Well, I love Umar. I'm his biggest fan. Some stuff I will say a lot of people was like they misunderstood what Envy was saying. But for the most part, I enjoyed the interview. I think it was really educational for those who needed to be educated.
What you mean about Envy?
Envy? Because when he was, so when he was talking about the gun situation, I immediately understood what he meant, but I feel like because people were so off guarded and basically I guess they thought that he was saying the girl should have been killed and he was okay with racism. I feel like they just attacked him based off that. But what he was just saying is, so people don't understand. This is why no one should have guns. When you have a gun, you pull it out to kill. You don't pull it out to harm anyone. You're not pulling it out in hopes that you'll break you'll shoot them in the leg or the arm to stop them. You pull out your gun and you need to be ready to kill them. Murder, assassinate is over in their life. So that's why I think people shouldn't have guns, but especially police officers. Because like Envy was saying, they're not taught to de-escalate anything when they're pulling out their gun. When they're pulling out their gun, it's shoot to kill. And so, yes, they don't do that to white people because, as we know, they're racist. I'm not overlooking that. But I do understand what Envy was saying because at the same time, when they pull out their gun, they should be shooting to kill. Granted, if she was white, they probably wouldn't do that. But that's what the problem is racism is not the guy pulling out his gun. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I'm with Envy. I'm with Envy.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah, Envy. Do they not have first been like, yo, who called?
What you mean?
When the cop first got there, why didn't he figure out who called?
Because of the situation, it was just too much commotion at the time.
You want him to be like, girl with the knife. Excuse me,
So
ma'am.
did the girl on the
Did you call?
So the girl on the phone call, when she made the phone call, was she asked to describe who was attacking her, is what I'm saying. Because if she was asked to describe who was attacking her, then he could figure out who was who, what was what, figure out the situation that way. You know what I'm saying? These are the intruders. This is the girl who's defending herself.
I mean, I'm thinking more so ask questions later, but not shoot first. So he could have been tackled her.
Yeah,
or taste. He could have done something. Don't pull out your gun. He could have done something to stop her, but I don't think he should have been who attacked you? What were they wearing? Where are they headed?
But they ask these questions on the phone with the operator, so that's what I'm saying. Maybe information wasn't transferred like it was supposed to, or they just disregarded. You know what I'm saying? Because when something's happening, they always ask, who is it? Describe the person, blah, blah, blah. They ask those questions. So when they ask those questions, did they give those descriptions to the cops, or did the cops just overlook the descriptions? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I feel like if it's a situation like that, if he was able to figure out who was who and what was what.
See, I don't even think he should have. There was nothing to figure out. There was no point. There was no point in him shooting to kill anyway. Nobody's life was really. That's the only thing I disagree with Envy with. I don't think nobody's life was really in life or death, like danger. Like I feel like he could have stopped the situation.
They're taught to tackle, so it's a butter knife.
So in the situation that the cop didn't show up, y'all would have been fine with her killing another Black girl?
Yeah, just because she's the girls were on her property jumping her. So she's defending herself. Even if those women would have died, they went over there looking for trouble. So
now I heard a different story. I heard those that's a foster home. Like they're foster sisters.
Like they're all
the girl was
like they all live in the same house.
I didn't hear that they live all in the same house. I heard that the girl that got shot lived there as a foster child.
Well, either way, they all live together.
No,
that's
I
not
didn't think they all live
trespassing.
together.
I mean, I'm not okay with anyone dying, but my thing is the gun shouldn't be pulled out because, again, if you pull out your gun, you need to be shooting to kill. And I don't think that was a situation where he needed to kill someone. But I don't know. I have to see the situation, but like, was she really intended on killing these girls? I feel like she was trying to like
just get them
hurt. No, if that cop wasn't there, she definitely would have stabbed the fuck out that girl.
You stabbed?
Yeah, but not kill though. I feel like she just.
You don't know because you could stab somebody and lose a lot of blood. Lose a lot amount of blood. So.
But I'm saying, no, my thing is I'm imagining her like with a knife, but not intending to use it. Like more so, scary.
Like moving and bobbing.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I've never been in a fight before and I've never been in a situation to where I would have been jumped. So I can't say if I had that much adrenaline in me at the time in the process of getting jumped that I wouldn't try to actually harm somebody with the knife. So, right. I mean, it's hard to say.
I mean, I just, even with the knife, like, I feel like he could have, she was 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think
like, he could have stopped her. There is no need. That wasn't life or death for it wasn't life or death for him.
It wasn't life or death for the cop at all. And of course, if it was a white girl, I don't think the situation would have escalated that far anyway with the cop. Now, what I will say is I hold the parents or the adults in that situation accountable, because why did y'all allow it to get that far? Everybody's sitting around. That's why I don't like fights and stuff like that, because it's like everybody sits around and watch people, basically just go at each other. And then when somebody dies in that situation, y'all like, oh, woe is me. Not in the same of the cop situation, but in general. And then y'all sitting here like, oh, woe is me. The violence is too much. But y'all sat there and watched it. So it's like,
you know what? I agree with you. That's why I don't even watch. Like when some people watch fights and think it's funny. I don't watch fights and think it's funny because I just think it's very, very weird. Because in a fight, you honestly, like you said, you never know. Like anything can go wrong.
Yeah.
At a blink of an eye.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a problem. Like I don't know if they were foster sisters for real, but if they were, and these parents knew that they had some tension, why you leaving them to themselves? Because you already know they finna get the fighting because they don't care about each other because they not really blood for real. So they gonna fight, and that's the thing about foster parents. They don't really care about the kids. They just getting their check. So if the kids is fed and doing what they got to do, and they don't care about their emotional stance, they don't care about what they have going on, what's bothering them, what all the other things that need to be done. They don't care about their mental. They're just getting the check. And that's
I can't say that about all foster parents though, because
from what I've seen, a lot of foster parents do not.
I was gonna say that, but kind of left from that. I was gonna say I wouldn't say all foster parents, and I think that's some actual biological parents. I think that's people.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm saying though, if you're signed up to be a foster parent, I would think you would be more in tune with trying to figure out like what's going on with your child.
You should be less. I mean, not you should be less, but I would think you would be less. Like, if this is your biological child, you need to be more like, this is you, a mini you.
But I'm saying though, most time people become foster parents because they can't have kids, and I would think that they would treat those kids like their own kids. You know what I'm saying? So
not necessarily. I just feel like people in general are shitty. So whether you're a foster parent or a real parent or stepmom or whatever the case may be, if you're a shitty person, you're a shitty person. I mean, it don't matter if they
are shitty.
I mean, yeah. I mean, people in general are like, there are shitty people out there, like, regardless of the situation.
Yeah, you said people in general are shitty. I'm like,
I mean, people are. I mean, but that's just, I mean, people are. Yes, it is. But I didn't watch the interview. I only watched 2 clips of the Dr. Umar interview, which was the interracial thing that we already talked about, and the part about I forgot her name, but the girl that plays tennis. That's the only 2 parts I watched.
The girl that plays.
I watched the whole hour 37 minutes.
You know,
I didn't know that was an assignment.
He's a bit long-winded, but he got point.
He's so passionate. That's what I like about him. But even the interracial thing, I feel like that was a good point that he made. Because he was saying how to him a black person is biological and psychologically black, and I was like, yes, because just because you look black, baby, is that mine? Are you aware? Probably not.
That chip. I love Dr. Umar. Okay, so I guess that wraps up everything for our video, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, leave some comments below for us. We will get back to you guys in the comments. If you have anything that you do want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments as well. Please share with your family, friends, everything like that. All right, peace, you guys.
Bye.